U.S. Representative Errol Blumenauer says cannabis may be deregulated nationwide within 4 years. All right, so U.S. Representative Errol Blumenauer, whose name I'm sure I'm butchering, but I'm seeing this for the first time, y'all. Get your news on with Ron style. Believes the end of the battle to legalize marijuana across the United States is fewer than 4 years away. I made a bet that within 5 years, every state will be able to treat cannabis like alcohol, and there will be universal access to medical marijuana. If we do our job, it's game over in 2 years. So this guy's been a longtime champion of legal weed. He said the 2018 elections could be pivotal to removing cannabis from the federal list of Schedule I narcotics like heroin and methamphetamine. Why is it on Schedule I in the first place? Because of a goofy propaganda movie called Reefer Madness that we all know is a laughingstock. They show that movie nationwide so people can laugh at it because it's so over the top and ridiculous. And you can laugh until you go to the DEA's website and realize that it still did its job because pot is listed as a Schedule I drug for no reason. No reason. Schedule I means it's just as bad for you as heroin. It has no redeemable qualities. Even people that are against legalization know that's not true. Not even close to being true, but it's still there.
Meth Schedule II, I think.
Right. Yeah, I believe that's
well, and the thing about that is, of course, that the Reefer Madness thing was there, and that was about Mexicans, and let's throw something to be racist about Mexicans with. But it was actually the lumber industry that backed the lobbying for that because of the versatility of hemp. They wanted to get hemp because you can do hemp paper. I mean, parchment used to be made out of hemp. The lumber industry wanted to be able to occupy the paper market. And so they were the first lobbyists. Then, of course, now we've got the pharmaceuticals. But, what a lot of folks don't realize about cannabis is that we literally have cannabis receptors in our brains. It is literally a plant that has been with us evolutionarily for, tens of thousands of years. And for like 150, we've been acting like fools. Absurd to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean, I hope he's right here. I mean, I know you guys are in Ohio now. Ohio, do you guys have it medical yet, or are you guys still just totally?
We would love to have it. It's legal. We just need the General Assembly to actually get the motivation to write the policy and procedure for it. That's where we're at. They haven't actually drafted how it's going to be instituted in the revised code. And they're taking their time because there are a bunch of Republicans that didn't really want it to be legal to begin with.
Well, so let's just end on a question then. Do you think, and then we'll move on to another article. Do you think this guy's right? Do you think we're about 4 years away from total federal? It is legal.
I think he's close to right. I think he'll be right in most states, but I don't know. Sometimes the DEA moves really slow, and it might take a little longer to deschedule it, or maybe they'll surprise us and deschedule it next year or something. I mean, you never really know.
My only thing about that, I think definitely the trend of the country is to move that way, at least for medical, even though there's reasons. Yeah. Anyway, but as long as Jeff Sessions is Attorney General, that is going to be a pretty big impediment.
I'll say something
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I think we should Donald Trump should listen to Richard Nixon fanboy Roger Stone and legalize marijuana in all 50 states and deschedule it. I'll never say that again, but on this one issue, Roger Stone should be listened to.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and that's the thing. You have people on the right, and, a lot of times it's for the wrong reasons. Like, John Boehner, he's just for legal pot now because he's making money. But I mean, you have people on the right finally coming around to it. And then you have people in the Democratic establishment that haven't come around to it. So you do have this weird mixed bag. But overall, public opinion is so just over it. So I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, yeah, you do have a couple kind of interesting roadblocks here, like a Jeff Sessions, which I think that's one that is one thing where if we don't get it, that'll be why. But I think this guy's going to be right. I mean, I think public opinion's going to override here, just because so many people are over it. It would be a good political card to play. It would make you look good, especially for a Trump. If Trump wants to be around for 8 years, That'd be a really good way to, you know, kind of make himself look good, make himself look like an everyman, so to speak. So I have a feeling this guy's right. We're about 4 years away.
I think Jesse had a really good idea, though. If we get him in front of Roger Stone, and all we have to do is put him on Fox and Friends, I mean, those people can get him turned on and off his bedroom light. Then we can get Trump behind.
Yeah, Roger Stone has Trump's ear. That's why I think Trump should listen to Roger Stone on that issue.
And Fox and Friends is where he gets his, you know, daily briefing.
That's very true. Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit. And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/Ron Placone, where for as low as $1 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos, free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.